Hello and welcome to today's video, and for the third time in a row we are starting off on route. I do have a bit of a sheep on me today because it is cold AF, but today, or in this video, which is probably going to span for over a 2 to 3 week period, I'm going to try to get some tires for my wheels and make them fit. Worst case scenario, we are going to have to rebuild them and it might take around 4 weeks possibly, but we're gonna try to make it work. So the plan is, currently I'm going over to my friend to pick up some of the spare tires he has. We are currently on a drive. Now, the idea is to put those tires on my car to get some point of reference. I cannot explain how much time I've already spent looking at different tire setups, different cambers, to hopefully make this wheel fit. So stage 1 is fully complete. Now I want you to take a guess, how many tires did we fit into the M3? Now I do have one rare rim with me. I wanted to show it to my friend, but how many tires do you think it fit into this little coupe? Well, to your surprise, in there are 6 tires. There are 6 19-inch thick tires, as well as one of my rims in an avocado blanket. Before we proceed, it's actually Sunday. The video is going up in like 5-6 hours. The only update before you watch the rest of the video is that I got the wheels rebuilt. So now we went from 10.5 to 10-inch just because of the aggressive ET, as well as I've already tried 2 tires which I got off my friend, which I kind of do end up using, but you'll find out in the video. Okay, so I am aware that this isn't the best angle, but I am desperately needing to try this wheel on because what I'm feeling right now is quite hard to describe. So many weeks, and I just want it to fit. I just want this wheel to fit. Before we progress further, I've got this adapter which I'm going to mount. It is going to be completely flush with the wheel hub, and I might need a hammer. The tire thread on this wheel is practically non-existent. My heart is literally pounding. It's not touching, but it's definitely going to rub. So this is the sort of situation we are dealing with. It is not touching whatsoever, but I know that it will once it actually drops because the car was just lifted. You've heard of dropping the car, but have you ever heard of lifting the car? Okay, so attempt number 3. I know it kind of looks scuffed, but it's like 7 PM. I haven't had any food today, and I need to try those wheels on today to keep my sanity. So I have both the front and the back, which is more interesting than yesterday, but let's have a go. Actually, just before we start, on the front, previously it was 24535, and now it's going to be 24540, obviously. And then in the back, yesterday we had 27540, and we're putting on 28535, except those tires aren't gonna bulge, which will be very apparent once you actually see it. So let's actually see, because I'm curious. So I knew this wasn't really going to fit, but essentially here we were looking to see if we can go with the 35 profile, which I think we can, but instead of 285 we're gonna have to go 265, just so we can stretch the tire on so it doesn't hit the actual fender. But you can see, or hopefully see, that it's slightly sticking out, but I mean the wheel itself, it is flush with the actual fender, so anything that is going to be sticking out past the lip is immediately going to stick out past the fender. Gonna take some photos and yeah, gonna try the front. I think when it comes to the gap, 3 fingers, not really, but 2. I think putting the car on those wheels, we've gained height, meaning that we could drop this car a little. I have some spectacular news. Basically what happened is I already put up the bonnet, and in the rear I shook the car down so it settles down. I know it's gonna drop down a little, but we went up, like up in the car by 3 centimeters. By 3 centimeters. That means that we can drop the car 3 centimeters and still be at the same ride height as we were previously. Look how much more the car is lifted on the left compared to the right. It is incredible news. Okay, so here are the wheels with the new tires. 265, 35, both front and rear. We went with the Hankook. I think those are Ventus S3s. Ventus S1 Evo 3s. They look really flush with the wheel, which is what I want because we're already kind of going past the fender. So the plan is 265, 35, both in the front and rear. There is a half an inch of difference, which is 12 millimeters. So it's either 265 on the back and 255 on the front, or 265 on the front and 275 on the rear. Or we may possibly do square and go 265. But let's get those on, see where we're standing, because I just want to get them on the car, honestly. Like, it's been such a long time. Like 20th of May, let's put them on. Okay, the wheels are on. I think I'm gonna do a little tease for Instagram, because obviously I don't want the people to see the final setup. Ideally, I want YouTube to see the final setup, and then after I would only add what really came out of this. I think that would be ideal. Get more people watching on YouTube. Oh, I think this is it. I think I really do think so. Now I need someone heavy. Okay, from my weird kind of calculations, I think this is it. It is gonna drop a little, but obviously suspension goes kind of inwards. So let me actually show you how it looks. You can see that technically we are poking out a little, and that is true. If the tire was to go down, we may be kind of rubbing somewhere along here. Not on the thread, but the actual kind of wall under this line. Like this amount of spacing, obviously it's gonna drop down a little, but I think it is going to be, or it is the most ideal choice. So now let me put on the front, and then we're gonna visualize both front and back. Okay. We are kind of poking out a little. I mean, hopefully you can see from the top. Right there. So that is kind of a no-go. Now I have Hankook tire from my friend, but those tires, I think they're 235 or 245. I actually do have another tire. Oh, sorry, I do have another wheel with that tire, so I may have to go back for that tire and fit it back on the car. Do I? Yeah, I do. So I went home, I've grabbed the other wheel, put it onto the car. Now before doing that, I've put them side by side with each other, and this one is slightly taller. Now technically the gap shouldn't be as large, or it should be the same since they are higher, but the actual hub sits a little higher because there are 19s and this is an 18. So obviously there's going to be slightly more space here, but this will mean that we can drop the car a little, which I'm fine with. It's something that I didn't consider the first time. So we are going to drop this wheel with the tires that we had all this time along, and we're going to see how it's going to sit. But when my brother got into the car and drove out of the garage for me to put the wheel onto this side, the car dropped. So technically tomorrow 265 on the back and 245 on the front, and we should have a setup going of the new wheels. So let's see. Now you can see that there is somewhat of a gap here, but as I've said, because we went wider, this basically means that we can drop the car more. So if you look at it from here, we aren't poking out anymore, so this is perfect. I mean, we are poking out, but I mean, we're fine. We're not gonna hit the fenders. So I'm gonna get my bro to drive up and back. We're gonna compare both sides, and I think by tomorrow we will have a new set of wheels on the car. Get into the car, bro. Drive up and down. It is Saturday. This video is gonna go up tomorrow. The wheels are already on the car and I cannot wait to show you. So let's cue the edit. Hopefully you've enjoyed the edit. Definitely do let me know what you think about the wheels in the comment section, but let's go over the setup. So in the back, 265/35, we are running the Hankook Ventus S1 Evo 3s. If I'm going to ever replace them, I'm gonna change them to a Falcon, and we might go 255. Now it is not rubbing. I have already driven this car a bit and it is not rubbing, which is fantastic, especially whenever we are going to get the coilovers and get stiffer springs lowered a little. So that's why I think that the Falcon would be nice. Why I'm saying Falcon? Well, that's because in the front we are running 245/35 Falcon tires, whatever they are, FK502. So if we were to get a similar stretch on as here, we would be able to drop the car even more. Overall, I think that the front dropped, so we are kind of running like so, which I like because the GT4 lip actually goes down slightly lower, but we're still higher off the ground than we were, so we're not rubbing, and I kind of like this look. So again, drop a comment down below what you think, and again, huge thank you for the support. 5,603 subscribers and almost 51,000 followers on Instagram, which is wild, and like 72k on TikTok, but TikTok is easy mode, so we don't talk about that here. Hopefully your weekend is going great. Hopefully the next week will go even better than the previous one. I'm finally so happy that we got the wheels on the car. So hopefully I've enjoyed, and I will hopefully see my next one. Take care, and to the next one.